दोस्तों स्टेजेस ऑफ मीडिएशन डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. द फर्स्ट इज इंट्रोडक्शन. तो इंट्रोडक्शन में व्हाट विल हैपन, मीडिएटर विल इंट्रोड्यूस हिमसेल्फ or herself, and then he will set, he will establish neutrality, that he is not biased to any party. He will also tell about the confidentiality clause, that whatever they say will remain confidential. So the main purpose of introduction is to calm down the parties and to gain their confidence, gain their trust, so that they open up more. So you establish neutrality, you establish confidentiality, whatever they say will be confidential and you are bound by confidentiality. Then you also tell the ground rules. So you can say, so it's like being assertive. You say that we'll follow this, these are the ground rules, like you should be very particular about what you are saying. And so like in some sessions, especially in divorce mediation sessions, आप देखेंगे कि parties बहुत मतलब they become so aggressive that reaching a solution in a few sessions is close to impossible. So it's better if you set the ground rules in the beginning itself. Then you also describe the role of mediator so that the parties know and they don't expect more from you. So you say that you are acting only as a facilitator, so it's their solution, their agreement, and like you will not be forcing them to do one thing or the other. So this will again bring some more semblance of confidence in them. Then comes the role of joint session. So what we do in joint session is, so in joint sessions both the parties are there, so we hear their version of stories. So what each party is saying, we understand their interests, we also understand. So you see that joint session is important because ultimately they have to stay together, they have to do business together. So how much they are willing to disclose to the other party, so that you can compare it with when you have the private caucus with them. So a couple of do's and don'ts for joint session are, so the mediator should not jump to conclusion because each party will present facts in his own way, what favors them. So that is a big. So the mediator should be aware that they might be exaggerating the facts in their favor, and hence he should be cautious for this. Then we come to private caucus. So in private caucus, since the mediator and the party are themselves there, so first of all, mediator should inform the party that whatever information that he or she discloses in private caucus won't be revealed by mediator in the to the other party, except the ones which the party has himself authorized, so that the party is able to open up more, because there might be few confidential information which the party is not willing to disclose in front of the other party, but he or she can do in the private caucus. Then the other thing is, you can discuss the interest that she is hiding. So what is stopping her or him to disclose this to the other party? What has been the actual thing? So so private caucus helps to, in fact, in private caucus, the mediator gets how he can bring the settlement. So let's give an example. So I was a part of mediation for senior citizen. So it's like it was an eviction suit by the elderly senior citizen against their daughter-in-law and son. So the thing is, the senior citizen wants eviction, and the daughter or the son-in-law wants to stay, or they want some amount of money in which they can rent some other accommodation or they can find some other accommodation. So in private caucus, they will find. So the mediator finds out that okay, this guy, the daughter and son-in-law are willing, the son and daughter-in-law are willing to leave if they get 1 lakh. And they, in another private caucus with the father and mother-in-law, the mediator finds out that how much they are willing to give. And so accordingly, the mediator will propose the solution of 1,10,000, and accordingly will finally come to a conclusion. And then we come to, after private caucus, we come to closing statement. So in closing statement, mediator informs the party that these things, so the conclusions of the mediation, and then they say that if any further mediation session is needed, he also tells them about that, and that's it. तो दोस्तों, आई होप आपको समझ में आया होगा, और मिलते हैं एक नए वीडियो में एक नए मैटर के साथ. टिल देन, बाय बाय, बेस्ट ऑफ लक.